Hello, everyone. My name is Widinivo Zreina. Today I'm going to give a short talk on prenasalization of Liangmai, Zeme, and Rongmei. I think this is the first paper or first talk on comparative study of uh, Zeme, Liangmai, and Rongmei on prenasalized consonant. Uh, there is no serious linguistic work or in-depth study has been done so far on these languages. Let me share my screen. Yeah, so prenasalization of Zeme, Liangmai, and Rongmei. Zeme, Liangmai, and Rongmei are known to be a cognate group belong to Tibeto-Burman languages under the Western Naga spoken in three states, that is Assam, Manipur, and Nagaland. Linguistically, you know, Zeme and Liangmai are very close, and Rongmai or Rongmei or Kabui, Impui, and Maram are a bit more divergent. Today, I'm going to make a comparative study of sister languages of Zeme, Liangmai, and Rongmei on prenasalized consonants. You know, nasal prenasalized are very common in these sister languages, and this is one of the unique feature of Zalangro. There are two different views regarding prenasalization. One view consider as a single phoneme, and another function as a single syllable. The Handbook of International Phonetics Association does not refer to prenasalized consonants. So it must be incorporated, prenasalized in the handbook so that people can know the term prenasalized and they can able to uh, write it linguistically. Yeah, coming to the term the lane wrong, I know everyone knows about the term the lane wrong, so I'm going to give a short note on the lane wrong. It's referred to Zeme, Liangmai, and Rongmai formed by the first levels of the three communities. That is, Ze was taken up from Zeme, Liang from Liangmai, and Rong was taken up from Rongmei. And we call ourselves as the Rong, and it was coined on 15 February 1947. The Zalangron traditions believe or agree that their ancestors once lived at Makuilongdi village. Now it is under Sanapati district, Manipur, with 7,777 households. It is a very unique and it's a very awesome. And presumably they used Lianglat or Liangmai language were living at Makuilongdi village. Zemai, Liangmai, and Rongmai have close similarities in case of their origins, the historical past, linguistic roots, social and cultural pattern. I want to give some of the similar words of these sister languages. There are so many different words, but I will give some common words. Pui, mother, is for all the languages, and pe, grandmother, nai, auntie, dui, water, zhao, wind, pak, run, tat, work, Joe, drip, nim, cats. Zip, slip, loom, worm. Nui, love. Doom, plural. Rui, hand. Nang, you, etc. These ancestors live at Makuilongdi and they dispersed to different geographical regions, and each group started speaking a different dialectical variations or different languages. As of now, these Zeme, Liangmai, and Rongmai, they are not mutually intelligible, even though they have a lot of similarity, but they cannot mutually intelligible now. So this is the beautiful picture of this Zelengrong. So it is very beautiful. It's very awesome with the full traditional attires. Coming to my methodology, I must tell my methodology because it is very important to know. Fieldwork was carried out in Manipur, Nagaland, and Assam, located in the northern part of Tamailong district, Manipur, Paren district, Nagaland, and Kasar district of Assam. I chose about uh, 30 words where ma, na occur in the initial and middle positions. But I was not able to get a same set of words from each community, maybe due to dialectical differences. So adults from 19 to 16 years old were participated in my study. There were a speaker from each community, of which four male and female each. So this is the comparative of three languages. According to my data or according to my informants, this Liangmai use more pre-nasalized consonant or pre-nasalized word. 33, Zeme, Liangmai 35, and Zeme 33, and Rongmei 32. There is not a huge gap, but there is a slight difference. But Liangmai use more pre-nasalized word, and the age group we can see 50 above, they use more this nasal sound. And second is 38 to 47, we can see 25%, and 26 to 37, 19, and green portion, it's below 25, 19 to 25 years. Looks like this younger generation, they are dropping this nasal sound. So the comparison of these three state-wise, we can see Manipur, Liangmai 84, Zeme 80, Rongmei 77. In Nagaland, Zeme 78, Liangmai 80, Rongmei 74. And Assam, Liangmai 80, Zeme 82, and Rongmei 79. Coming to prenasalization, I must tell some brief theory on prenasalization. Prenasalization has a lot of controversial views. Some group consider as a consonant cluster and other group as a phoneme. Even this Leonard Maui, they defined consonant cluster, prenasalized as a consonant cluster, and the standard theory analysis, Chomsky. And Chomsky is one of the famous and well-known linguists all over the world. And with Hele in 1968, their theory also cannot accommodate the notion of the prenasalization. There are two objections raised on the account of this prenasalization. One is cluster, and second is single segment. So today I present both arguments and argue that prenasalization in Zeme, Liangmai, and Rongmei are actually initial consonant cluster. Albert and Sege, 1986, they also consider prenasalized as a single syllable, that is consonant cluster. Interestingly, Nganasan, spoken in southwestern and central part of peninsula, in the northern region of Russia, they also use this prenasalization same with this Zelengrom. The third person singular into in their language, that is he or she. And in Liangmai into, one is name of the village that in Nagaland, another one into is uh, you, and necklace is Rongmai. And this we can see example ma, this pa, ta, ka, fa, tha, and ka. That also we see as same means prenasalization. So ascent grid, nasal plus top cluster also in ascent grid also they have, according to this Browning, 1983, the nasal plus plosives, that also similar with this Zeme, Liangmai, and Rongmei. The prenasalized consonants also occur in several branches of this Mon-Mian language family of southern China and Southeast Asia. The prenasalized consonant, this more the interbuccalic in Sri Lanka, this Malay also present. This Zelengron has also with this kind of example. So coming to prenasalized in Zeme, Liangmai, and Rongmai, as I told, it is widely or very commonly used this prenasalization in the initial positions. Let me see my inventory of this prenasalized consonant. This is a chart, voiceless. You can see pa, ba, ta, da, ga, ga, and voice b, ba, da, ga, and nasal ma, na, and nga. Let's see the example. Let me give the first example of Liangmai, nasal plus plosives. In Liangmai, we can see Mbu, as I wrote in the middle, this IPA, it is International Phonetic Alphabet. I wrote it with the superscript. Actually, this, as I told, this handbook of this IPA doesn't mention this prenasalized, but we should write this linguistically. We should write upper script, as we have seen. Uh, so Mbu means short, and Mpui is rod. Mkam means rod. Door. Impa means cottage, and Intu means well. And in Jemai, nasal plus plosives, we can see Impa is a blunt. In Liangmai, Impa means a cottage, and in Jemai is a blunt is uh, Inpa. And in Tau is seed. Ndu means famous. Imbuang in Roma is a blunt. Impuani means in the Roma aeroplane. In Thak is eating. Let me show spectrograph. I use the software called Prat to support my data, and I analyze with this. According to my analysis, this nasal is shorter duration, and preceding vowel has the shorter duration. We can see ma, mpa. When I articulate impa, then it's only 0.38, and then pe means it's a longer duration. We can see 0.388. We can see, and we can see again the impe mos. Impe, I make it with this circle. You can see impe. I make the boundary. with the circle. The is a shorter duration we can see, and pay is really the song release, and it is lengthened comparing to this nasal sound. And the right side we can see pambo embrace. There is no any nasal sound. Nasal doesn't release here. So as I told, the Lengrong is very rich. This prenasalized song with fricative and affricate. Also, I'll give example. In chai means in Zeme means salt, Liangmai in Thai, and Rongmei in Thai. In Z, Zeme, Liangmai, in Zan, Rongmei, in Zan divide. So here Liangmai and Rongmei share same modes, same prenasalized. And in two, Zeme, elbow, and Liangmai in Chow, and in Tau means stone in Rongmei. As I told, this spectrogram shows that prenasalized with in Chow, we see this nasal has shorter duration and preceding vowel has a longer duration. Prenasalization with nasal plus nasal. Uh, in my data, I cannot find this nasal plus nasal in Rongmei. I think it will be possible, but I have to explore more on it. In Mang, in Liangmai, heart, Zeme, me means dreaming, Nubo, Liangmai, Tebu, Ma, hospital, Zeme, Ngang means look up in Liangmai, and Na means invite in Zeme. Ngang means snoring in Liangmai, and Nang means need in the Rongmei. As I told, with this spectrograph, I compare with Mang, Heart, the fireplace, and Nubo. This table were recorded in the isolation and showing the positive prenasalization of Ma and Ma plus Ma or Na plus Na, we can see. And this nasal has shorter duration and preceding vowel has a longer duration, as I told. This is also the same thing. Ngang is yawning and Ngang is lookout. The same thing. This nasal has a shorter duration and vowel has a longer duration, as I saw. Coming to this intervocalic. Intervocalic in the Zeme and Rongmei, I cannot find it. But I think it may be possible to find in this Zeme and Rongmei also. I'll give example. So intervocalic in the middle syllable, also this prenasalized occur. We can see in hinbo means move backward in Liangmai, and mbumbo to lay egg, ampui stomach in Liangmai. As I told, this kang hinbo or kambumbo to lay egg, we can see this nasal has a shorter duration and vowel has a longer duration, as I told. Coming to conclusion, this prenasalization in Zeme, Liangmai, and Rongmei function as a single segment, means the consonant cluster, initial consonant cluster, and in these prenasalizations are very common in these sister languages. Further acoustic study will be helpful for a better understanding of the nature of prenasalization in the language and need to be addressed in future research. Studies in prenasalization in dialect like Liangmai spoken in Manipur and Nagaland, or Rongmai spoken Manipur, Nagaland, and Assam, or Zeme spoken in Manipur, Nagaland, and Assam can also be taken up for the further study. So thank you, everyone.